Oh my goodness.
Hello,
Hello.
everybody.
Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Sorry we weren't here last weekend. Well wishes to Gilboy and Rez.
Yeah.
Just making sure the watch along link is also on X. And I'm sorry for my tired appearance today. But it's Saturday night. We'll let people come on in first before we start up everything.
Yeah.
Um,
There we go. Everything's working, which is great.
Today we're checking out a movie that I watched as a kid. Um, I have it on VHS to this day. I
Nice.
don't think I ever returned it to the store that I rented it from, so that's how I got that copy. It's
Well,
okay, they're not around anymore. They can't come after me. Anyway, uh,
too
watch me
late
get a
now.
letter in the mail being like lies.
Right?
This movie has it all. Fantastic creep factor. Um, Something that could do. Hey, Raven, Homicide, how you doing? I apologize we can't screen share the movie, so the link is pinned to the top of the YouTube chat to watch along when we start. It just saves us from getting striked.
Yeah. Nice big old strike. Don't need that.
This movie, though, I have to say, I have to thank it for keeping me safe as a curious kid on the internet when I was younger, because I did a lot of stuff my friends didn't do. Um, Nice, very nice. And it's because this movie was like a warning, like, yeah, creepy shit can happen to you if you're not careful.
Yep.
Um, so it's fantastic. We got, Dee Snider is amazing in this movie. You don't even recognize him in this. His voice is perfect. Now, this is Mage's first time watching it, Raven.
Yep.
So I'm trying not to spoil it too much just in this little intro here, but um, what's nice about it is for 98 it was definitely ahead of its time too.
True.
So you'll probably laugh at some of their investigative techniques because it's like watching an old Law and Order episode, but it's honestly one of the greatest films I have in my collection, and I'm so happy to share it with everybody. Yeah, version. Now, Raven posted on X all the collection that you have for this. That is really, really cool. Thank you for
Oh,
sharing
I
that with
saw that.
us. Yes. Yeah, D was perfect in this, and definitely scarier than any Freddy Krueger or Michael Myers. Um,
Really.
yeah, because it's like something that can happen in real life. So we're like talking like possible real life horror here. Um,
What's up, Chels? How you doing?
Yeah, I was excited to see another fan too. It's not a lot of people know this movie. Gilboy wishes that he could be here for this one because he hasn't seen it either, but he's gonna watch it and he's gonna put up a review.
Network.
I think he mentioned, but if he does, I'll link it to you if you're interested, Raven. Um, but craziest thing about this is the makeup on D. I think it was really good. They made him look really freaky, um, and just how well all the characters were just being average humans. So we don't really have this, you know, typical movie feel. It feels like you're actually in the town with them. It's really, really well done. That's why I say it's ahead of its time, for me anyway. Raven, if you have anything you'd like to add before we start, feel free to do so, fellow fan here. But and always, if you are popping into the chat, remember it's your choice if you want to watch the movie or not. You don't have to come hang with us. If you just want to hang out in the chat and chat with us, you can. If you want to watch along, link is always in the description or the pinned message. And we usually do this because a lot of our watchers have different different horror thresholds, and we want to welcome you guys to the chat. You actually found out about Strangeland through the cross-promotion Evil Ernie comics. Really cool. I found out, I was 7 when this movie came out, and I just found the cover at the gas station where they rented all the VHS tapes, and I was just so attracted to how creepy the cover of the film is, with her mouth sewn shut, and I was like, this is really creepy. And for some reason, my parents were like, sure, watch it, kiddo. And I was like, yeah. So,
Nice.
But
I mean, no different from me watching Freddy Krueger or Bram Stoker's Dracula or Michael Myers and all that when I was a kid, so.
Roger, oh my gosh. You feel like you're on acid watching my arms flail around. Look, I talk with my hands. My dude calls it flipping the pancake because I'm always doing this. Helps me keep my thoughts in line. So.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
But, so if you guys are ready to rock, you could watch Where's... Yeah, exactly. But this one, I still get the chills when I watch this one, and it's really hard to give me the chills. Especially with all the creepy stuff that I've watched and made myself. The haunts over the years and stuff like that. So, but this one just gets under your skin in such a wonderful way. And I really wish more people knew about it. I think that it's definitely one that fell under the radar. And just, that's why, like Raven said, it's good to meet another fan. Because, you have this movie here that's well written, and then nobody even remembers it. It's like out the blue, poof, gone, which sucks.
There's a lot of movies I feel that same way. There's a lot of movies back in the day. Cuba Gooding Jr. is in it. It's I forget what it's called, but they had to keep the truck frozen or whatever, or cold. And if it gets below a different temperature, it explodes like a nuclear reactor. I can't remember what it was called. Nobody remembers it, and I'm like, I remember it, I just don't remember the name of it.
Oh, nice. He was doing the comic? I did not know that, so thank you for sharing that with us. Nice. That's super cool. Roger, we're talking about everything that you always think. Star Wars, and chickens. Oh, no, the chicken's not here today, so... Raven, welcome to the chat. Roger, we don't know what planet he's from, but he's always a good talker here, so, Alright, so...
He's a twin of Mercy.
Only one issue through Fangoria Comics. Huh, okay, cool. After the film, we will, have Mage over here, tell his thoughts on it fully. So stay tuned for that afterwards. And then next week, we are doing our double movie weekend. We'll be doing that every other Friday because the Fridays that we're not streaming a movie, Mage is going to be streaming over on Twitch, right? That's your gaming?
Twitch and YouTube now.
Yep. Yes. So when we're not on here, Mage and Gilboy and all the others are usually on their channel, so don't forget to check them all out. Links are all in the description to find everybody and all that good stuff. We all have a good time in everybody's lives. Next week we got The Lost Boys, because that's another one Mage has not seen. I know, I was shocked too, guys. And we're finishing up Phantasm Journey with Phantasm 5. Anything planned for Halloween yet? It's busy season for me. I've got so much, my friend.
If we're not doing a live for a movie night, then, because it's a Thursday anyways, I most likely will be streaming horror games.
Yeah, so...
Get my socks, or get my... What's that called? Getting scared that your socks fall off, or something like that?
Something like that. Scaring your socks off?
Yeah, there you go.
We haven't really decided yet on if we can do a Halloween stream, because I know Thursdays is usually iffy with Gilboy, and if we can't really get the panel together, and so we should know before that, so everybody will know. We always schedule the lives ahead of time. If not, we'll do our Halloween stream the weekend before the actual Halloween, just because it's so stupid that it's on a weekday.
Yeah.
So stupid that it's on a weekday. All right, guys.
Which was a third or a Saturday.
Me too.
Be nice.
Me too. Almost. Almost. Let me open this movie in a different window so I could still see the chat.
Nice.
Roger celebrate. Okay, well, we'll have to have a virtual cake for Roger.
Yeah.
Oh boy, where'd that window go? Sorry guys, I'm on my desktop, which I revived after swearing at it for 40 hours.
Yeah, that was fun.
Roger is a spooky baby. Roger's a spooky baby. Everybody's spooky. Okay, there we go. Now I get the windows up so I can watch the movie and read you guys. Perfect. Who's ready to start the film? You guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, everybody. Again, if you're just tuning in, remember all the movie links there. After a while, we we will do timestamps throughout just in case you need them, but I mean, usually everybody just rolls with it. We always have a good time. And it's just much easier because now you guys can actually pay attention to the movie and us at the same time. Devil's Night. You know how many people were rewatching the original Crow now that the new one came out? I was so happy for that.
The original's better, I hear. Like, I've watched the original. I've never seen the new one. I'm not watching the new one, even though I like Skarsgård.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It just didn't look right to me. Like, just the whole feel of it just, like, felt like a fan copy type, a fan
Yeah.
made.
What from my friends that actually did see the remake, they said it felt like AI wrote the script and it was just all over the place.
Probably.
Maybe that's exactly what happened. But
Maybe.
I'm interested in seeing your reaction here to Strangeland.
Me too.
So, what are we doing? Are we going 3, 2, 1, play, or what are we doing? Because Gilboy's not here to count us down.
It don't matter to me. 3, 2, 1, play is fine.
I mean, I'm fine with just play. So, like, I don't...
Alright, we can just go play.
Okay. Ready, guys? Alright, play!
Yep. There we go. Ruckus releasing.
You get to see Freddy Krueger in his tidy whities in here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I just thought I'd let you know.
I saw him in Supernatural TV show. I'm like, oh, I didn't put 2 and 2 together. It's weird.
Sometimes if you don't, like, pay attention, like, if he's dressed up weird, you can't tell unless you hear his voice.
Yeah.
I honestly wish that D would make a Strangeland 2 with, like, the updated tech we have now. How cool would that be? But he would have to do it.
Yeah.
He would have to do it.
My problem right now is my right ear has tinnitus. I can't hear. If I turn it up, I cause more issues with my tinnitus.
Oh no. Rights have been held up. Yeah. Captain Howdy. It's so... I love the music. It's so, like, 90s.
Yeah.
It's so comforting. But they should have definitely made a second one. I'd be curious.
Was it? It's Barry Gillis. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost our Things 1-year anniversary, so we're gonna be rewatching Things with you guys.
Ready already? Oh, I guess my grandma's going to bed early tonight, so I'll be right back.
Okay. The comic was a prequel. I'll definitely have to check that out. Definitely need to. Oh, that's awesome. I still can't believe my parents let me watch this when I was a kid. 80, have you seen this movie before? Or is this also a new one to you? Yeah. Toxic Avenger. Yeah, I saw that too. I'm just like, why was this so loud? And then they wonder why I grew up as the weird kid. Oh gosh, I do not miss that dial-up sound at all. Oh my gosh. Hi, Tom and the gang. How are you doing? We are watching Strangeland tonight. You know what? You're not allowed to put us in your pocket. Just the first 30 seconds. Oh, nice. I think you're gonna like this one. You grew up in the 90s. I'm a 91 baby, so I was a 91 baby, so like I kind of grew up in that middle generation there before technology got big. But I was the only one in my school that listened to like the 80s and 90s metal. Everybody else was into that like scene and emo stuff, and I could never deal with that at all. Ooh, look at them thinking they're badasses. Who misses this? Oh my gosh. I know, right? Mercy, you would have loved the 80s. I absolutely would have. I am so jealous of y'all. I am so jealous of y'all. So jealous.
So modern, we have the internet.
Oh my gosh.
Did I scare you?
Yeah, because like like you were in this ear and the movie's in this one, so I was like, whoa, that's not part of the movie.
Nice.
You didn't miss much. Basically, the old dial-up sound came on. It gave us all PTSD, and then they were in the chat, and she started talking to this guy named Captain Howdy, and here we are. So you didn't make. Well, we expect as Gen X. Yeah.
Well, I missed the dial-up tone. I love the dial-up tone.
See, we're all sitting here like, oh no. We have a vast array of people that come to our chats, dude. It's really cool. I'm glad that we have it. We got so many age groups, but we all settle on the fact that we all love the 80s. It's so weird.
He almost kind of looked like Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, a little bit.
But he's a little too old for him at this time of time. Because I think during Star Wars he was in his 20s.
Roger.
I do not doubt that, Roger.
Yeah,
I also got Pop-Tarts too, if you guys don't mind. I'm hungry.
I don't doubt that. Alright, what, Roger. Craziest band you ever met in the 80s? I know you said you met a lot of them. Which one was like the craziest? You gotta share with us.
That looks like the house from Nightmare.
You still do that?
Oh, what's up, 80, by the way? How you doing, Roger?
Pantera? See, that doesn't shock me. I figured they would be the craziest. I figured they would be. Motley Crue? That's crazy.
Nice.
Oh, he's so weird in this. You still have the backstage pass? That's really cool.
So who's really this guy?
That is Captain Howdy.
Okay, is he the killer?
He's something. He's something, alright. I swear, like, Dee was the perfect person for this, though. Like,
Hmm.
everything about him was so perfect in this. Pink Floyd in 77. Oh, that must have been a great experience, too. It's it's really hard for me because like all of the bands that I love, they're like retired or not alive anymore, and I'm so, I love hearing the stories you guys have to share of the bands in their prime and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
look at his teeth. Oh,
I'm sad because I have vampire teeth and they don't work.
aw.
Got it for like $1 at Sheen anyways, so
Get you a pair from. I'll link you later. I'll have to look up the name from it. But it's one of my
alright.
special effects stores, and they're ones that actually you just mold them to your teeth, and they're
Yeah,
reusable.
that's what this does is supposed to do with little wax thingy you put it in there. You
Yeah,
when
this
you
is a higher quality version of it, and it comes with
okay.
a case and everything, so you can protect them and
Okay.
just reuse them. Glad I saw you
Cuz
watch Party Post on X. I've got such sites to show you. I'm glad you did too. I'm glad you're here. We do it normally every Saturday, and then every other Friday we just have a movie. So you're always welcome. Sucks we have to do it this way. We used to screen share, but then we got yelled at a lot.
yeah, unfortunately. Really? Oh wow.
Ugh, I would have loved to see Alice in Chains with Lane, dude. Oh, he actually. Oh, wow. That's dedication right there.
I guess so.
That's. I couldn't imagine doing that. I understand the poppin' teeth, but the. Oof. That's crazy.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
Yeah, Gilboy said that Slayer canceled their show when he went last weekend. He was so upset.
Due to wind. It was too windy, apparently.
That is like the least metal reason to quit your show.
Mm-hmm.
But oh yeah, in the beginning when she's in the chat room with her friend, she was planning to go on a blind date with this Captain Howdy, and she's like, "Oh, you can see his profile, know everything about him." Yeah, he did
So,
travel for 80.
typical 90s
Ignorance.
naivety. Yeah.
Yeah, and Raven brought up ASL. And
Oh
how we
my
were just, oh my
goodness.
gosh.
Ah,
I got vid when I got the Strangeland 50th anniversary DVD from D. I'll put it up. Like, oh, cool. Yeah, thanks. That would creep me out if you're like outside my door like that. Like, give
right.
us time to figure out what's going on. No, I think that's awesome. I think that's awesome, Raven. I really do. It's cool to see enthusiastic fans in the chat, especially like I'm a fan too, but obviously I was really young when it came out, so like all this information you're giving me makes me want to look into it even more afterwards. So thanks.
Right. So this is not too bad. I like how at the beginning, I wasn't here for the full beginning,
Hmm.
but the showing the person, I guess, what's his name again? D?
Yeah,
That's his actor name, though, right?
Dee Snider is the singer of Twisted Sister, but he's in here.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So you probably know him.
not. I don't. That's the thing is, I don't know the bands or
Hmm.
the people in the bands properly. I know some
Right.
songs, but I don't remember the names of the songs.
Yeah.
If they pop up on the radio, that's how I really knew about them.
Yeah. But he's Captain Howdy in this.
Oh, okay.
That's his character name.
Was that a is Captain Spaulding a play on that name? Then I'm assuming
Oh, I don't know. That would be great though if it was.
would be.
Look how like homey the '90s homes look compared to our boring homes now. You might recognize him. Yeah, I think you will too, especially when I'll be your horror Jedi master. Dude, it's really wild because like I know a lot about classic horror, and then like in the '90s, since I was a kid, I remember watching this stuff, but like I don't know a lot of the background of it, so it's kind of cool. The modern stuff, it's hard for me to keep up with because it all looks the same. It's all the same jump scares. It's all the same four actors.
My wife and I played Boogeyman, or watched Boogeyman.
That's a good one.
Um, I jumped. Like I don't jump at movies as much as I used to
Is that
when I
the one
was
with the
younger.
fancy fridge? That might be a weird question to ask. I said never mind.
No, are you asking me? No.
I was asking. One movie that I remember Chris and I watched, and there was like this fancy fridge, and we completely forgot we were watching a horror movie because like the refrigerator was so cool, and like, oh, this is so creepy. It still gives me chills. I love it. I love it so much.
I don't mind needles or
I
like
don't.
piercing through.
I don't mind tattoos for needles. I don't mind getting my blood drawn, but when it's like, I don't know, it freaks me out
Pushing through,
when
I
people
guess
could
that's a little bit different.
because he's not just doing it as a piercing though. He's actually like getting off on what was going on. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's where I'm like, okay, this is a bit weird.
But when I know it's in movies, I don't generally get queasy about that.
It's a thing for me because like if I can get lost in this movie, and if I can get lost in the movie, I could pick up the senses really well. But that's also what
Gotcha.
helps me do really good haunts because I have that ability. We have not done Frankenhooker yet. It is on the list, Raven. It is on the list. I have a huge list. That's why we had to add movie nights because you guys have been like requesting a lot, and just one night alone a week is not covering it.
Mm-mm.
And feel free to always request a movie too, because we like to see what you guys want to watch too. It's not all about what we choose.
Yeah. By the way, our timestamp right now is at 15:30.
Mule. Thanks, Mage. I forgot to do that. Your profile pic is you getting killed by Victor Crowley on a comic cover. That's really cool. Nice. I dig it. I dig it, my friend. Mean people suck. That is such a
true.
90s. It is
It
such a
is.
90s thing. That was so edgy. No, you want edgy? Listen to Race War by Carnivore. That'll piss off a modern generation. You know a lot of peeps. No, that's cool. I still know a lot of peeps from when I used to do horror conventions, but it's been a while.
Yeah. I've only
I
been
think
to
that's
one
cool.
convention. It was an anime convention. It wasn't too bad.
I lost count on how many horror cons I went to over the years. I would love to take my dude to one of them though, because they always have like wrestlers there too, and he likes wrestling. So
Nice.
ugh.
Nice little bullhead. Speaking of, I'm thinking about getting one.
Oh, I feel like that would bother me so much. I don't know how people do it. I don't know how people do it at all. I'm like, ugh. I would always feel like I have something there, and I would be like touching it the whole time.
I know how you're more sensitive. You're
Yeah.
hypersensitive. I forget things. Like I have this, I forgot it's there usually, or my watch.
I don't even have my ears pierced because I would just be like playing with them the whole
I don't
time.
even feel them. It's very interesting on how the bodies are.
Yeah. I also have like the bumpy German nose from my grandma, so piercings would kind of be kind of weird on my nose shape. But to the people that could pull it off, I think it looks cool as shit. Is it starting to get cold for you guys? Yeah,
Sure, Raven.
absolutely. Absolutely, 80. After my birthday last month, it always gets cold. And it's peak leaf peeper season, so all the old people are driving 2 miles an hour to take pictures of leaves everywhere. It's interesting. Raven, I find it funny. Back in 2000 was huge. Now look at things today. I know.
Double gauges, yeah. Double O's. It was 80 degrees here today, so not really cold yet.
I'm on
We're
the
going down
mountain.
here soon.
I'm on the mountain though. I'm a little higher than you. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
double gauge. I'm sorry. I read that as 2000s because I was looking at the 1999 thing on my
Yeah.
thing here.
Grunge music back in the 90s actually is really good.
See, the night Rebecca's not here because of her internet. This is right up her alley.
Right?
This scene always reminds me of that video game Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. You know,
Never
like
played
when you
it.
have to go into the dance club and they're all just sitting there being like. I don't know if anybody else has played that, but I did several times.
I've not.
Is that why they're not here? Yeah, 80. They are having internet issues. Malkavia, that's what I played as, right? All the time. My brother would play as. What the heck one did he play as? I don't remember which one. I think it was Tremere. He would play as Tremere. But I would play as Malkavian. I liked when they would talk to stop signs and stuff. It was really funny. Now you know why we couldn't screen share this.
Right? The 90s metal bands like this back in the day, or the grunge bands, alternative rock or whatever it's called, definitely wow. Definitely was is better than the music today, to be honest.
I feel like music
They're very
today.
wild.
That's how it's supposed to be. Q stepbrothers, did we just become best friends? Yeah. Yeah. I know not many people know that game either. I had the cards too. But I don't know where I put them. But the thing about music today and pretty much any entertainment is so watered down from like the actual like grit that we need. So
Yeah.
like
Like
I
the
was
original Matrix versus all the other Matrixes.
yeah.
Or it's the second Matrix, actually, because they're the ones that do the raving and the underground thing.
Ugh. I
See,
know
that's the type
people.
of thing I can't do.
I know people that do that. I have no idea how they do it. Grosses me out every time, but fascinated at the same time because like you're just like, what, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm saying it's so creepy. But yeah, I was listening to Carnivore the other day, and Race War came up, and my friend's kid was like angry at the title of the song. Like if you actually listen to it, they're actually poking fun at racist people and telling you not to be that way. But everything, because things used to make you think. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? When it came to entertainment, now they just need. This is what it means. A B C D E. Like no, let them think. Let them use their brains. It's okay.
Right.
Oh man.
Oh, that sucks.
My dude used to do like strongman and powerlifting, and ended up screwing up his neck. It
Oof.
looked like he had like a giant second head, like freaking
The
that
Hunchback, basically.
one tail. Kind of looked like he had a second face on his back. It blew up so much. He finally got it fixed. Luckily, it wasn't nothing but just a little bit of fluid buildup. But
Oh, that's good.
that stuff's no joke. I don't know how athletes do it. I'm all like, I'll just do the basic stuff because I like to
Right.
eat potatoes and cake. So, you know, we got to just make it so I could still move around comfortably. This dude's just like, okay, let me research all this weird stuff. And his boss is going to be like, sir, this is not the place to look at this stuff.
Right.
Tom and the gang, after this, my dude and I are going to see if the new episode of From is out. I hate that they're
Nice.
putting one episode out at a time. And Tom and the gang
Yeah.
loves this movie too.
Oh, okay. Hello, Tom and the gang, by the way. How are you guys doing?
They said they are doing good.
That's good.
They're busy and can't type in much. I'm just happy to have you guys as a viewer. It's okay. Lurk away.
Yeah.
You guys got the barter around.
Typical 90s hairstyles.
I dig it. I dig it. That's
Yeah.
like when my dude and I were watching that Split Second movie earlier. I was like, this is so 90s cheese, but at the same time, you can't stop watching.
Right.
Fun fact, someone made an Atari 2600 Strangeland video game. Oh, that would be
Wow.
fun. That would be fun to play. I think I have a pair of those boots somewhere. Not gonna lie. Look at how chunky those laptops are, Mage.
Right. My friend's Dell laptop was just so thick. Like, it was like about, it had to be about that thick.
You know
It
what?
was heavy and
I
crazy.
do miss the CD drives because I still use them, and I hate how I have to buy everything separately. If I want to buy a
Right.
laptop or a computer, it better come whole, okay? Okay,
True.
guys. Like, come whole. I didn't have to buy this, that, and the other thing and plug 42 different things in. Just let it go. Put it in there, and if people want to use it, they won't. And if they do, let them use it.
Yeah. But now they're all about the super thin.
Ugh, no, that drives me nuts. I feel like I'm going to break it every time I type on one of those. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Yeah.
My,
I
my,
mean,
my dad
this
still
is
has...
how
Oh
thin
my
my
gosh.
Mac keyboard is, and it's not that bad. And it doesn't feel flimsy or anything. It's
Oh, I know.
fine.
It's just me. I'm just like, ugh. Hi, Roger. Welcome back. Thanks for not reporting us. He put us in his pocket again,
Oh
Mage,
no!
in case you were wondering.
Don't do that, Roger.
But, Tinsel Butt Munch. Wow, those were really strong names back in the day. You tell them, kiddos, in those chats. Flannel. Dude, just let him talk on the phone, bro.
Right? The blonde looks familiar.
She does, doesn't she?
I want to look up the cast, but I don't want to ruin anything.
Yeah, I would definitely wait till the end, because you might get a spoiler or two.
Right. I wonder what chat room this is. Well, I guess it would be a different type of. Because I used to be part of. When I was a kid, I was in the AOL Kids chat room and then the Yahoo chat rooms and the teen
Yeah,
chat rooms. But the teen chat rooms are so full of
creeps.
corn.
Oh yeah, it was full of bunch of creepos.
Yes, he does.
I agree. I agree with that. Yes. Yahoo chat. Yeah, I was in there too. I probably, again, I was a little kid, so it was weird.
Captain Howdy. Shirley, thank you for the lurk. How you doing? Action.
MSN. I wasn't in MSN too much. Mainly
Yeah.
Yahoo and AOL.
I did have the messenger because I had a bunch of friends from like all different forms of it.
Yeah.
Some people AOL, some people Yahoo, some people ICQ.
Remember like setting your aim status?
Yeah.
And the door and the blip when people came on.
Yeah.
Now everything's boring. Now it's just a ding. Actually, on my
Yep.
phone, everything's a rooster. But my phone
Nice.
is silent all the time though. So
Yeah, mine is too. Mine is silent all the time. You made a letter before. Man,
I still mail letters, dude. I have pen pals.
I don't because I got nobody to send anything to.
Well, they're all from like the Spooky Babes group, so it's
Oh
three of my
yeah.
good lady friends, and they don't use social media anymore.
Yeah, if I could go away from social media, I would, but it is my life.
I believe in a firm balance. I don't think people have to go to an extreme of getting rid of it, but I think they have to
Sure.
like also not neglect their real life. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Your real life's important too. It's good to unplug, play a board game once in a while, stay away from Captain Howdy, all that
Yeah,
kind of
right?
stuff. Do you
I mean,
often
this is when
hang
the
out with
internet was
sauces?
starting to become bigger, so I could understand it. How they would bring this in to basically warn people not to get into vehicles with strangers, to meet up with strangers, even though that's what we do now
Yeah,
with
like now it's
Uber and all
like
that.
I for one, Uber doesn't exist where I live, but
Oh, that's good.
I for one know that as a lady, I would never want to order a stranger to my house to pick me up. I would be probably want to be picked up at a public place and dropped off at a public place near where I had to be. Oh yeah, Reverend, everybody in the chat just randomly shouts each other name every once in a while, so don't mind that. Oh, he sounds so creepy too in my headphones. I've never watched this movie with headphones, and it's just intensifying everything.
Nice. I haven't heard from Gary myself in a while. Yeah, I remember that Raven. I would if I could.
I feel like the time that we grew up is like the peak of humanity. Like anybody that like grew up in like the 70s to the early 2000s, that's like peak humanity. You're like right there.
I remember when you wanted to play a video game, you didn't have to download the game first while using a CD.
Yeah. Aw.
Oh
I hope he
no.
feels better.
Yeah, I'm having an issue with this side. Tinnitus and everything's so low sounding.
There was another one that is kind of creepy. It's called Megan is Missing, but it's kind of like the watered down version of this. It's not as good and it's not as
Megan is
creepy. But
missing.
like they made us watch it in like one of our classes in school, and I was like, "This is cheesy. You guys should really watch Strangeland." If that guy wasn't gonna have a heart attack for being with his wife,
I've never seen Megan is Missing before.
that one's
Huh?
creepy too.
Really?
It's
Okay.
more of a found footage in a way, though. So
Up my alley.
yeah, I mean it's good, but like I said, I feel like it's this one's dweeby little brother because it's not as intense.
I think they might have watered it down because this movie is intense.
Yeah.
This is more for the adults, and the other one's more for the kids.
I mean, it's not watered down to where like I would say a 10-year-old should watch it, but it's definitely more PG-13 than
Yeah.
whereas this one is kind of showing the creepy side of people. I lost hearing in right ear 11 years ago. Come to find out, concussion caused tinnitus. All I hear is ringing at 24/7. Oh
Ouch.
man, I am
I don't
so
know. It was my
I am
left
so
ear, now it's
picky.
my right ear. But yeah, that sucks. I
Did
do not want tinnitus, and I hate it so much.
I busted my left eardrum at a Typo Negative concert when I was a senior in high school, and ever since it healed, I always wear earplugs to a show because if I lose my hearing, I don't think I would be. I would go freaking nuts.
Yeah, because since music and movies
Everything
and
I
all that,
do.
it's just
Yeah.
it's the passion, and it's just like if you lose that, it's like, oh well, that sucks.
Oh, Roger.
Oh no.
Good keeping watch, dude. Do you ever wonder, like, when cops, like, keep watch or whatever, what they do, and they fall asleep, like, the person that they're watching, like, doesn't just, like, stare at them while they're sleeping for a little bit?
Right.
Like, I've always wondered that.
I don't know. That's interesting. Look how tiny that keypad is. That little the mouse. Oh my goodness. Not the keypad. It was the little mouse glider thingy. I forget what they call it back in the day.
See, Captain Howdy isn't exactly, stupid. But of course, detectives get cocky. Ugh, he sounds so creepy in my headphones.
Yeah. Nice. How is it, 80?
I was about to say, Ada, do you have extra days in your month, or what's going on here? The 35th of June. No. Dark in here. Wish our phone service was as good as his running. Yeah, me too. Me too. For sure. My
Yeah, I'm
phone
stuck on.
service
Go
dings
ahead.
out like every 15 minutes after 10 p.m. and then is fine like after 11 p.m. It's so weird.
Oh
It's
wow.
annoying.
I have LTE with Verizon, but if I go just a little bit up the ways, I get 5G ultra wide and like 700 download. But I get like 20, 10, 5, 4 a year.
This
Sucks.
dude, this dude has like the most high-tech laptop of the 90s, I swear.
Hey, it's Lassie.
All right, Roger, but again, don't put us in your pocket.
I wonder if he heard the dog barking on his laptop.
That's what I'm thinking too. That was actually one of my first thoughts when I first saw this. I meant
His hair is slicked back.
he means business. He's a detective.
Yep.
He has a blazer and everything. Yeah, that's normal. Painted windows. I mean,
Blacked out
I
windows.
I do that. I do that. Well, I should do that for the delivery people. I gotta stop scaring them.
Right.
Pretty
But
soon
you.
they're gonna be like, "No, we're not gonna do that." They're at that lady's house.
Well, I mean, they got good stories at least.
That's why I said. I'm like, you know what? Like, nobody's gonna believe you. Like the cop with the mannequins. I'm pretty sure no one believed him at the station that day.
Right.
Now's not the time to go dumpster diving,
A
sir.
lot of needles.
Just kidding.
He should have backup and have people with him.
You would think, but he's trying to be macho. I would think, though, if, like, a culprit is making it that easy for you to get into something, that they're setting you up anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
Feel bad for waste management? Yeah.
No
So,
kidding.
my brother... my brother goes and picks up people's returnable bottles for his business. Because here, we do bottle redemption stuff. And, like, there's some people he has to say no to because, like, they will literally try to get rid of their needles in with the bottles, or
Wow.
they ask him if like he's scared of mouth DNA, and he's like, you know what, we're not gonna stop here, we're not gonna take your bottles.
Right.
So any waste management job I feel bad for, because you never know what the heck's in stuff. And always wear gloves, always wear
Yeah,
gloves.
thick gloves. And maybe a bodysuit too.
Yeah.
Mm.
I remember one lady thought like her bottles were magic, and she was scared to get rid of them because she thought it would ruin her luck, and like she peed on them.
Interesting.
We never got them again though.
I wouldn't doubt it.
You'd be surprised what we find in bottle bags. We found a
Yeah.
breakup letter, some screenshots. Some woman must have been trying to show her husband. I don't know. Her receipts were in the bag instead. I hope she didn't need them. Uh, you know,
Jeez.
we found a giant Pepsi bottle full of used condoms. Some reason I don't know why you would take the time to do that, but
Right?
that's the kind of stuff we have to throw away.
Well, this is the right place.
Now, it's weird because, like, a lot of my friends who have seen this movie are like, oh, well, what's wrong with that? You know, it's not that scary. Maybe they're into that. I'm like, clearly these people are victims, though. They didn't consent, guys.
Yeah.
Like,
Consent
that's...
is key.
Yeah. And besides, no dad wants to see their daughter like that. Just saying.
Yeah.
It's more psychological. Yeah.
And there he is.
And you know what? Dee's not a small guy. He's not super tall, but he's not super small either. For a detective, he's stupid.
Okay.
Detective stupid. Six foot two-ish, yeah. So he's kind of big, but that's what made him so perfect for this role, though. I feel like if they would have went with a smaller actor, it just wouldn't have that, especially when he's lurking in the shadows, have that like
Yeah.
creep factor. He's probably like, feels so good. You think he's not enjoying this, detective? Like,
Right.
now you're just making him like it more. What, you think just because you cuff him? Ugh.
Roger.
Potatoes.
Potatoes. As long as they're not rotten potatoes.
No, nobody likes rotten potatoes. Dude, like, you're just turning on this creep every time you do something.
Right. Real teeth. Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's dedication. I gotta say, that's...
By the way, we are at 43:56. Baked potatoes are good.
Not gonna lie, I've watched a chef make 72 different types of potatoes all week long, and it was nice.
Nice.
On my on my driver's license, I look like a potato. I really do. I look like a potato with hair. It's wild. Doty.
4 years later. Interesting. That him then?
Mm-hmm.
I doubt he made a 180.
It's so weird seeing him like that. I look like Slayer on my license. Killer Tomatoes is definitely upcoming because we were talking about that last week. I think Killer Tomatoes is gonna be on the Friday after the Lost Boys. I think that's what I have it as. The fact that he was so good in this role makes me wonder how much of it was really acting.
Right.
There he just looks like somebody's grandma going through a crisis.
Right. Interesting. I wouldn't doubt it.
I just... It's so crazy how he can do both extremes so easily and quickly. It's so weird.
Right.
I do like how they try to get you to have some sort of sympathy for his character, though.
Yeah, towards the end here, yeah.
Well, we still got quite a bit of this movie left, so.
Yep.
But I kind of like it because it kind of shows, like, how
ATL, how you
crazy.
doing?
Hey, ATL, how's it going? How crazy people can be. Like, nothing's scarier than human nature. I'm sorry. That's the
Right.
scariest thing.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, good shit hasn't even started yet. That's true, Raven. That's true.
I figured it was PTSD thing.
Yeah, I think that would take, like, quite a bit to get over.
Absolutely.
And you could tell, like, in the 90s movies, too, regardless of the genre, they casted people that were believable as families, too. You
Yep.
notice that? So, like, it's as realistic as possible, you know? Whereas, like, in modern movies, a lot of times the families, they're not even believable. It looks like, it's more like you're watching, like, a Kmart commercial or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so, like, overly fake.
Yeah.
Like, they don't even try. BNN.
Right.
ATL's my wingman. I almost read that as ringworm, and I was really confused for a
Oh
minute.
my.
Nothing much. We're watching Strangeland and just chilling. Raven's new to the chat.
Vanderbilt, Alabama. The Badgers went like 52. Hey! There he is.
Oh, he's so creepy too, naturally. Nice guy,
Yeah.
really nice guy in real life, but he is just so perfect for this genre.
I like how he's like naysaying this guy, but he played a character nearly like him.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. For sure.
That's what's great about early 90s actors, 80s actors, and all that.
Lady's wearing a tablecloth for a dress. You see that?
Yeah.
Ah! Rob's eyes always weird me out in a good way. Even though he's not playing
Are
the
they
villain in this.
right? Is that his green naturally?
Yeah,
Okay, that's cool.
he just has weird eyes.
That's pretty cool though.
It's weird seeing his younger yearbook photo. If you've never seen that, you gotta Google it. It's insane.
No. Okay, I'll have to.
It's weird. 1997 Karen, yeah. Why does Dee's character look like he's about to come to my door like a Jehovah's Witness right now? We need to bring back these big box TVs, by the way. I'm so tired of these little ones.
I could hear them, and it annoyed the crap out of me.
See, that's such a comfort sound to me, so when I go to my mom's house, she still has one. Could watch
Yeah.
Robert read the dictionary. I agree. He has one of those really neat horror voices, kind of like Vincent Price does. You know what I'm talking about? So, like, he is so good for narration. If GPS was narrated by him, that'd be hilarious and perfect, I think. I'd actually put it on when I go places instead of getting lost like a weirdo.
Well, if he was actually Freddy, he could go into his dreams.
That's true. But no, in this one, he's just a concerned father, which is really weird.
Right.
Because if anything, you would expect him to be Captain Howdy, you know?
Yeah. He plays great characters, though, good and bad.
He really does. There was a movie, Fun House, that I randomly got on DVD one day. I don't know why I picked it out. Probably because of the carnival colors. And it's so cheesy, and he's in it. It's really cheesy.
Nice.
But he did a little cameo in it too, and if he was in it a little bit more, I think it would be better. I got to watch Phantom of the Opera with Robert, and he told me the most amazing story. Luckily, I filmed it. Oh, that's awesome! I was supposed to be able to meet him at one of the conventions I was supposed to be going at, because we used to have a table at conventions and stuff, and that one got canceled, and I never really got a chance to talk to him in person. I do know that he's very nice, and he loves talking to people, though. So, like, his daughter's out doing normal teenage stuff, and he's drunk and thinks Captain Howdy has her. He spent 15 minutes with me once line just back up. Yeah, I heard he does that. He's really nice. I hope to get the chance to actually talk to him in person, but everyone that I know that's spoken to him said he's really cool and really nice. Doug Bradley's the same way. He really likes talking to people. I know at the con I went, Doug saw how big the line was, so he just told everybody to pile around his table so we could talk to him instead. Conventions don't like it when the stars do that much, but I mean, like, people pay big money to get there, and like,
yeah,
what
conventions
difference
are all
does it
about the
make?
money, though. But some of them also are at the same way too. Some of the stars, like, nope, $100 for a whatchamacallit, autograph.
Oh,
Like, really?
yeah. Like the chick that made frickin' Blair Witch.
Oh my goodness.
She was so snooty to me. I was just like, girl, please. Stop it. Humble yourself. Detective's like, nope. Let the town justice take care of it. I'm going over Kruger collectibles. That's really cool. My best friend is obsessed with Freddy. And she has him tattooed on her leg. And I think somehow, well, like, one of her friends got his signature, so she added it to the tattoo. It looks really cool. I don't know what these townspeople thought this was gonna do to this man, though.
Right.
I've only had one bad experience. Penelope Sandra. She was a huge yeah. The main experiences, bad ones I had, was also the dude that played the prince in The Princess Bride. He was rude to everybody.
Wow.
But other than that, though, people were pretty down to earth, and I could just judge if they were overwhelmed or not. So if they were overwhelmed, I would just go a little bit later. Because I can't imagine being at a table all day and having people bother you. Like, just, you know.
Right.
Sometimes you need 5 seconds just to get back into place here. Again, what did they think that was gonna do?
Because
Like,
if he
if,
did that himself, I mean,
yeah, like, to me, it's like you would have to do something more vicious to make sure that he's actually gone.
right.
I'm trying to be kind with my words since we're live streaming here.
Yeah.
But you get what I mean. Like, and if you notice, his medication was crushed under the car wheel. So
Yep,
now
I
he's
saw that.
off of that. Ugh.
He kind of reminds me of this character from this show with the Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
One of the later characters.
Medication crap, BRB. Oh my gosh, Roger.
Oh
Well, happy to help.
no.
A nice place to visit, a better place to live. My town sign basically says, get out. That's why we've stayed so small for all these years. That's actually because the winters are very brutal. Unless you grew up around it, you kind of just like, ah.
Yeah. I hate winter in general.
I don't mind winter when it's just snow because it's still warm out and it's nice and quiet. At least here it is. So it's kind of like
Right.
it's kind of like the world is silent. But like I don't like the ice storms in February that we get. February is ice season. Ah, here you go. Here you go, Mage. Do you need to get
What is
around?
winter you speak of?
Huh?
Oh, ATL says what is this winter you
Oh,
speak of?
the worst time of the year for some.
It's weird seeing him not in the clothes he's normally wearing.
See, fall I wish was a lot longer here on the mountain, but our fall kind of starts in August and then it ends like mid-November. Oh, here you go,
Oh, that's
Mage.
true.
Here you go, Mage. This is the scene you always want to see. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely do.
Still summer in New Mexico.
What in the world? That sounded exactly like Kruger. Oh my god.
I know. Could you just imagine? It's like, oh man, like
Right.
I want to see him like this. 90 here. ATL, where are you at, my friend?
Dang. It was 80 here today.
It was
now.
42 degrees here today on the mountain. And it warmed up to be about 50, which isn't too bad. But we're at the point where we have to wear winter
Oh,
clothes
she's
in the
dead.
morning.
Can't even touch him.
With the music in the background, it's just, oh, Georgia? Oh my goodness.
Oh, Georgia, okay.
Yeah. Oof. 93. That's insane. When it gets 90 here, we kind of all just kind of freak out a little bit, not gonna lie. 80 degrees to 85 feels nice up here. 90 is a little bit too crazy.
Yeah.
But it also depends on, like, if you're down by the river or not. It feels different.
It's cooler down by the river, yeah.
And then, like, if you're up where I used to work and where the Olympians train, since that's even higher up elevation than me, then it's super hot up there. It could be 90, but it could feel like 110 because it's so crazy up there. Where am I, ATL? I'm in New York. Yeah, I'm in New York. But not New York City. Everybody thinks New York City. No, I'm in the mountains. I don't exactly share like where I am because yeah, Captain Howdy might find me, but but yeah. I used to work in Lake Placid, yes, but I'm not. That is not where I live. I used to work there though, at a fancy hotel for the Olympians. They are not clean people. His face right there is exactly what I look like when I throw through TikTok sometimes. It's just like,
Yeah, because I got a comment warning on TikTok. I don't think I'm getting on TikTok for a while, even though it wasn't even anything bad.
I couldn't live up there. I'm a cold weather wuss. See, Lake Placid gets insanely cold, so I agree with you there. But where I am at, it kind of stays kind of decent. Except for in February, it can get negative 58. And that's when you just stay home. There's no reason for you to step outside in that. Not at all. Why didn't they double tap? Like, come on now. But it's so crazy that you know Lake Placid. Yeah, that's why I said, like, unless you're, like, growing up around this weather, it would be really, really hard.
Yeah.
Find the puppet channel. Yeah, because, you know, it's not for everybody. I personally don't mind it because it's just. I used to hate it, but getting older, I kind of like it again. Like when I was a kid. Because we used to
I have.
build igloos and stuff and have fun. So. It's so weird seeing Rob get tortured and not doing the torturing, isn't it?
Right.
Strumpets. Yeah, yeah, they still have the historic ice rink there. And, you know, like I said, I used to work at a hotel where we got a lot of Olympians, and I can tell you that they will crap in the bed and roll over to the clean side to finish sleeping. It's really gross. Very gross. Very weird experience. Athletes, yeah.
This is interesting.
I think though the weirdest athletes that we had were for Iron Man. Because they would like run their body down just for a spot in the newspaper and like $500. And I was like,
Jeez.
no!
Helltown?
Guy in the background is just was like what told stand still by this trash can, please. It wasn't me. That's why I said this is like right up Rebecca's alley, and she can't be here tonight. So, girl, if you're watching the replay, let us know what you think of this movie.
Oh, thank you.
Look at that high-tech webcam, Mage.
Mm-hmm.
That's how my videos feel that I make when I have to use this old technology.
Yeah. Very
I'll just be like, I took inspiration from Strangeland to
right.
make this today.
It's graphic tearing or the tearing of the graphics. Because it can't refresh fast enough.
I'd be pissed if I was the wife too. I do not miss those low bandwidth cams, yeah.
Yes, Roger.
We were always watching a movie, Roger. No, we're just sitting here talking about random stuff.
Those low bandwidth cams, yeah. Never had cams back in the day. Oh, let's
Chat.
see.
Sam seems like he's like, I don't feel like being on right now, dude. Like, Star Wars. Yes, Roger, we watch Star Wars every Saturday. You caught us. This is Star Wars Revenge of the Bondage Freak.
Not too far off, kind of.
Hey, how he was rage quitting was how I was doing when I was trying to factory reset this iMac.
Right.
That took longer than it should have.
Call it in.
The fact that the dad doesn't think that Captain Howdy knew that he was watching him just doesn't sit right. Like, you guys know this guy's smart. Like, you guys are stupid.
Yeah.
Roger's like, what the hell is Captain Howdy? What? What are you guys talking about?
He looks like Darth Maul. A little bit.
He does look like Darth Maul, yeah. See? I told you, Star Wars Revenge of the Bondage Freak. You guys suck at narrating. Well, this is a movie people actually get lost in, my friend. It's not like Winter Beast, where we could talk over everything.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Raven, have you seen Winter Beast? And better yet, have you seen the Winter Beast soap opera?
That was a trip.
If not, I highly suggest it. Do these cops not know to have backup? Like,
Right.
more than one? Like, does not ring a bell. Oh, my friend, take a look at it. I suggest watching Winter Beast first and then checking out the soap opera. I do still have the links if you want them. It's very B movie. But it's got claymation monsters in it. This daughter is just gonna grow up to be a nun.
Right.
Look at Freddy there, like, I can see. I live for B. Yeah. Winter Beast. The replay of the live should still be on my channel, and the link to watch should still be there if you want to take a look at it. And again, shout out to the people that do watch the replays.
Yes.
And no, I don't turn ads on for these because they're stupid. And they're Canadian, that's true, yes. He is like the least professional detective. Look, everybody else is in blazers, and he has to be the badass with his leather jacket.
Right.
What are you talking about? He sound like he just sound like a teenager being scolded by his dad. Turn down that music, Hendrix. Do your homework.
Right.
Be a good little boy.
He just said what? Oh my goodness.
The detective's like, oh god, another fucking riddle. No, this is soda. This is soda, guys.
Nice. What you drinking?
It's a black cherry soda.
Nice.
Didn't like it at first, but it grew on me.
I have a Dr. Pepper creamy coconut. Tastes pretty good.
I don't drink soda a lot, but when we go to the Amish store and they have the ones in the glass bottle,
Nice.
I like them once in a while. So.
Roger.
What is going on?
Oh my goodness.
Detective, are we gonna go over this again? Your oversized suit, detective, will not protect you from Captain Howdy. Oh, good, I'll tell him. I probably shouldn't have told you.
Oh my goodness.
Ugh. I felt that in my nose.
That makes me rethink.
Yeah, you know, in case you're ever doing this to somebody, they might be able to pull your.
Right. Too bad Lex is in here because it kind of reminds me of inspirations from her hook through the throat tunnel
Yeah.
for whatchamacallit,
Sadly, he didn't
artists.
say harder, Daddy.
Oh my.
Yeah, I know. I wish Lex was here to see this too. She'll be here when she can, though.
Yeah.
Ugh. I can hear things I can't hear when I don't have my headphones on, so like revisiting this with headphones makes it so much more creepier, and I'm living for it.
I'm sure. The liquid sound.
Hmm. He ain't such a badass now, is he? You should put a link for
Roger's
the
there.
movie in the chat. Yeah,
We are one
I
hour and
know.
20 minutes
Gee,
in.
why didn't I think of that? Hmm. Now that's a pain he's not used to. She should make you a mod.
What an interesting movie.
At least the dad double tapped. Oh, nice. I don't think I've ever seen that version of it. So,
Oh my
Mage,
goodness.
your
Like I said,
thoughts?
it's a very interesting movie, and it really puts a lot of thinking to how a lot of people are. Like as in like not the good part of that, but the bad part of that.
Right, yeah.
It's just definitely weird.
Weird is a thing. Yeah. I like just how it was so realistic for its time, especially being a young kid
Yeah, the
back then.
'90s.
And
Oh
I
my god,
and
yeah.
I watched this and like I watched my friends do stupid shit all the time and all I could think about is like, no, they're talking to this guy, like, so in a way it kinda saved me from talking to creeps when I was younger, just saying, like I was
True.
7 when I saw this, so
I would have been 8. Let's see. We didn't have internet, so
I
not
agree
until like
Rebecca would like it.
'90s. Definitely, yes.
I wish she could have been here tonight, but she told me that her spectrum was acting up. The
Yeah.
great thing about this one too, and look at you now talking to us. Yeah, I know. But see, the different thing is now is like I am way too old for all the creepers, so it's
Yeah,
fine
right.
now. I'm a veteran of the
Maybe.
internet now. I'm not a kid anymore, so it's all right. It's all right.
Hey,
Everybody.
everybody.
But I like how they captured like how humans really act too, right? Because they want
Yeah.
you to have sympathy for Dee's character, but then it's like, okay, what if they didn't go after him? Would he have just kept doing his meds and be fine? Or did they trigger him to come back? You know what I mean? So it wasn't like
Right.
a. It kind of shows how like people don't really have forgiveness for people that do rehab certain
I've never
things.
seen it, Raven. Unfortunately, I've not. Though I did watch the Kermit the Frog react to that one on YouTube, and that was kind of weird.
Roger says I'm a kid. Well, yeah, I guess I am, but not the in the danger zone. Society does create the monsters,
Definitely
absolutely,
does,
and I think
yes.
this movie captures it so well. Because granted, yeah, he was a freak, but on his meds, he was actually doing okay. Had they not gone after him and triggered him, and probably pushed that negative side to come back out, who
Yeah.
knows? He probably could have just went on to do anything. I was 21 when you were born.
Wow.
I think it's so cool that my audience has like a vast array of people
Yes.
of all ages. But I'm super thankful that it's not full of the people that are the younger generation because then I wouldn't be able to be like laid back with you guys. I don't understand the whole chronically online, constantly offended thing, and my channel is not made for that.
Right. I'm critically online, but I never get offended over anything unless it's something that's really worth offending
But
over.
you're also doing work online though. I'm talking about the young
Yeah,
kids that are
true.
just like constantly like out of the womb, here's an iPad and all that
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
true. True.
Like I don't know. So I'm super thankful that my audience is more of Gen Xers and
Yeah, absolutely.
boomers and, our generation and not really. Although I do have to say, and I could tell a difference because when we reviewed Baby Metal together, I could tell those were younger people. I could tell those were younger people because they can't stand a difference in opinion.
Yeah.
I've never been offended a day in my life. Me either. I avoid conflict.
I
I
definitely
grew,
try to.
Dude, I grew up in a German household, so I can handle conflict if I have to, but I don't want to have conflict. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if I have to do it, I can handle it, but I kind of just try to avoid it because who wants to go through that? So I'm super thankful to have all you guys here. Because it's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. We have a laid back community here that we can actually watch these movies and actually talk about them. Raven's been sharing some good info tonight on this that I didn't even know. But I was really hoping Gilboy and Rez could be here for this one because I wanted to see what
Yeah.
Rez thought of it. Yeah, glad you found me too. We usually post on X and YouTube. I have a Twitch, but I don't use it much. It's just not my platform.
Yeah. I'm
I
on Twitch and
usually
YouTube.
my Twitch is usually just to watch, like, go watch streams that if they're not working on YouTube, I go over there and watch them. But yeah, every Saturday night for sure, or even and then every other Friday we have a movie night. We will do Killer Tomatoes after the Lost Boys. I don't know what we're doing for that Saturday yet. I have to double check. Use Twitch, you get names dropped. Twitch is very hard for me though, because like every time I'm on there though, like
Did the get game drops? Yeah.
I have a Twitch, and I would use it more if I got more watchers over there, but mainly my watchers are on YouTube, so I don't bother too much with Twitch. Because I do more recorded content, because right now I don't have a good enough computer to live stream a lot, so I'm kind of just waiting until I get an updated computer to do more live streams and do more games and horror stuff over there. I was going to do live streams doing, like, special effects stuff and everything. But, like I said, for right now, I just do this. Maybe once I get the updated PC, I'll use Twitch more. I know it is a good platform, it just I haven't had a chance to really tamper with it much. But it's the same name as my YouTube, Kitsmo Media Group, if you're over there. You've been busy. Oh, okay. Roger, what exactly have you been busy with? So we def got Frankenhooker, Killer Tomatoes, Living Dead 3 is a good candidate. Yes, we got a bunch of stuff coming. We've got a bunch of stuff coming, but definitely Frankenhooker
awesome,
we have
Lee.
to do. Killer Tomatoes is definitely coming up. Gilboy will be here for that one. Rez should be there for that
Oh my
one.
God, Roger. 155 now.
That's awesome, Roger.
Damn, that's a lot of people.
Check out Raven. Check out that Winter Beast. Like I said, if you need the link, because it is weird to find. Sleepaway Camp, we definitely are going to do. That one's so perfect. I don't know if we should do all of them, like we've done Phantasm. But go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
What I like about how we're doing this to watching it off a screen, off the stream, is we can start watching any type of movie.
Yeah.
From like, they're closer to now to all the way back then. That's what's great about that, because there's a lot of movies I'd like to see, like, that's newish.
Yeah, we're going to be doing Deathgasm, because Mage has never seen that one, and we started to.
Harsh.
But then we got kicked off of Twitch and YouTube and everything when we tried to do that one, because we were trying to show it on screen. But now, since we do this format, we can do anything, like you said.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Fibes, that's definitely another one that's on the list. And then, I don't know, should we do, like, sleepaway camps? Kind of like how we did Phantasm, just one and then every other weekend. I think that would be good. It shows up in Bandmate stats too, what Roger and ATL are doing. Oh wow, that's super cool.
I wonder if the maids know you guys at all. Like
they
maybe
might
they've heard or seen you.
Maybe.
So I think that'd be pretty cool.
And Regan, I'm not sure if in the chat replay I still have the link to the soap opera, but if you need that, just let me know and I can link it to you for Winter Beast. Definitely watch the movie first, though, or else the soap opera won't make sense. Even though the soap opera doesn't make sense at all, but you'll get the joke of it more if you watch the movie first. But it's really good. That's one of my favorites, and I was so happy to show these guys it. The other weekend, because they were just a loss. I actually showed them Rabid Grannies too.
Now that there were rewatches for me, I laughed.
Yeah,
at both of them.
Rewatch for me.
Because it's like you're WTFing a lot the first time around, but the second time you're like, oh yeah, that's interesting.
Neat.
It's funny.
Yeah. Remember in Rabid Grannies when the fat guy gets stuck in the window and Gilboy's like, did I just watch a guy get his ass eaten?
Yeah, right.
But we've done The Brain That Wouldn't Die and all that good stuff. So yeah, we can now do many movies, like Mage says, now that we can watch the movie off screen while still chatting with you guys. This just works out better. Yeah. Also, I know I have people that just lurk and listen to us talk, and they kind of don't like watching certain movies depending on their threshold for horror, so I kind of try to jumble it up a bit with the different ones. But the Sleepaway Camp series is good too. Mage, have you ever watched the Sleepaway Camp?
No.
Oh, then we definitely have to do those.
Maybe. I don't know. Let me check
Dr.
real
Phibes for
quick.
sure. We definitely have to do some Universal Monster stuff. Definitely have to do Deathgasm. Because that one's such a good one. It's so nerdy, it's so dorky, it's so
No.
metal, it's great. I
Well, actually, it might have been on when my mom was watching it or something because she loves these types of movies. So it might have been on at one point because it is a little recognizable, but I was probably too young to understand.
Felicia is a sweetheart. I tried to talk to her management company to have her come on the stream one time and watch a movie with us. Not necessarily one of hers, but just to come watch a movie with us. But I haven't really gotten a response yet. But yeah, I've spoken to her a couple of times, and she's always really sweet. Always likes talking to her fans. Highly recommend talking to her if you get a chance. Very nice woman in horror. I am so confused by these wrestling outfits on the TV. Chris is playing Wrestling 2024 on his PS4, and
Oh, okay.
some of the bodysuits are very strange. But watch Sleepaway with it. That would be cool. Like I said, I haven't gotten any confirmation yet, so until I get confirmation, I don't really know what to plan.
Yeah.
It's really annoying. I wish I could like know for sure. I think she would be down to do that though. I would think. But we'll see. I'll message them again, see if I can get a follow up if it's even in the cards or not.
Welcome back, Roger.
So, but I hope you enjoyed this movie tonight.
I enjoyed it. It was definitely interesting. I can't explain it, but it was like I'm
Nice,
not into
Raven.
that type of stuff, but at the same time, it was interesting to have an outlook of it.
Yeah. Sorry you were in your pocket. I feel like we live in your pocket.
Right.
Yeah, see, the thing about this movie is, too, is I think it, like, shows how, like you said earlier, how important consent to this stuff really is, because without it, it turns into torture.
Yep.
And this movie was ahead of its time. It was really... Yay, no report, no report. Yeah, yay, please do not
Right.
report us.
Explains the lint.
But, you know, it kind of pushed boundaries with this little movie, and then it just kind of just, nobody revisited a lot. Explains the
Yeah.
lint.
I'm freezing. Why am I freezing?
I don't know. I'm actually
Connection's
surprised the
unstable.
old desktop did well tonight, and I didn't freeze. And that one.
Yeah, it's better. Whatever you did now, I mean, you're covering.
I cleaned it all out.
Yeah, it's working.
It's working for now. The laptop decided to spark at me earlier, so I'm not using it.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, that's why I finally factory reset this all reliable here. No more hentai.
Oh my.
My goodness. Alright, guys. So, next week on Friday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, we're doing The Lost Boys, and afterwards we're doing T-Sips, which is where we react to stuff that people send us. Next week, one of my viewers, she sent me a bunch of people's dating tapes, and she wants us to rate their riz. So after the movie, we will be being weird and doing that. So if you want to be weird and doing that, you know, I didn't take a look at what she sent me either. I'm saving it for that day. And then next Saturday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, we are doing the final Phantasm. I know Gilboy and Rez are looking forward to seeing what Reggie does in this one. He's old in this one.
Can't wait to see it.
So many years in between the fourth and fifth installment, so it's kind of weird.
Yeah. I'm interested in seeing the difference because we definitely went from like when he's a kid to like when he's an adult. It's like weird. Now they're gonna be old people.
Yeah, and the thing with the fifth one is the CGI is terrible. However, the story's okay, so you can forgive it for that.
Yeah.
uh, we kind of learn more, and it kind of closes everything out. Which I'm glad they did that because then Angus passed away, so they didn't really have much time to do that if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna wind down early tonight because I have some stuff to do tomorrow for Sunday. And I have to also make sure that I get my recording done. Romeo and
Yeah.
Juliet, yes, dude, yes,
I
we
gotta do
gotta
the
do
same
that.
thing.
I don't think I've ever shown that on Movie Night, so that'd be a first. So that'd be
Yeah,
great.
I've never heard of it. So that's interesting.
It's interesting. It's gonna be one of your O Vincent
Okay.
type things. Uh,
Sounds like a plan.
and just to inform you, Raven, normally there's four of us. Well, five. Lex has been gone for a little bit because she's handling business, but she's an artist. I think you would dig her art. It's
Absolutely.
very horror inspired and very strange. It's really cool. Let me. And then Rez, she owns her own shop and she is a complete newbie to everything that we show. So she always gives like a fresh like commentary to stuff, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Gilboy, he is a horror writer, but he's also a fan of the classics like I am. And he knows more about filming and stuff like that. And Mage likes more of the newer stuff.
Yeah.
So I usually introduce him to the newer stuff, and then he introduces me to the newer stuff. So everybody on the panel has like their own personality, but we all come together for the horror stuff.
I like the. I hope I didn't lose my internet. That would suck because I just lost everything over there on my
Oh
laptop.
no.
But anyways, I'm more so on the found footage and all that.
Mm-hmm. Lemmy is God. Lemmy was taller than I expected when I saw Motorhead. I didn't expect him to be that tall. I don't know why I didn't expect him to be that tall, but I did not expect him to be that tall. Very fortunate enough to see them with Lacuna Coil and Megadeth. I forgot which
Very
Gigantor that
nice.
was, but I went downstate for it. And it was in a small stadium, so. But good night, 80.
Good night, 80.
I hope you enjoyed the movie, and we'll
I
see you
can't
next
read your
week.
texts.
And we'll be heading out. So keep letting us know what movies you'd like to see. What are some of your favorites that you think we should put on here, and all that good
Favorite
stuff.
scary movies.
You can message me on X or tag me in X. And everybody have a good one. See you
Have a
guys
good
in
night,
the next one.
everybody.
Bye.